Previously on War in the Sea, Centrifugal Offensive. Between the 18th to the 23rd of July 1942, victory is within sight. All we need to do is maintain our superiority in the waters around Java to accomplish our objectives. The enemy has sent its entire fleet of submarines to strike at our capital ships in an attempt to open a gap in our defences, which they might be able to slip a troop strike force through to reinforce their beleaguered forces on the island. By sinking or damaging our cruisers and battleship, they are hoping that they will be able to keep the seas around Java secure. By sinking or damaging our cruisers and battleship, they are hoping that we will be unable to keep the seas around Java secure whilst we repair or replace these vital assets. We know the enemy still has at least one escort carrier in the region. So far, it has been able to evade our forces and survive any attacks we have been able to attempt. The enemy may also have one or two cruisers available to them. However, they are limited with regards to capital ships and must rely heavily on destroyers to make up the bulk of their surface fleet. Keeping our cruisers out of port and in the fight is critical to repelling any future enemy strike force, so the enemy's sub-attacks must not succeed. As a feint, we have landed a sizable force on the region of Kopang. This is an attempt to draw the enemy's eye away from Java to this region, which sits off the Australian coastline. This attack will serve two ends: pulling the enemy's focus from Java, but also, when captured, will grant us air cover over the Australian coastal waters, which will allow us to spot and strike any fleets leaving the enemy's main port in Darwin. At 6 AM on the 23rd of July, our battleship group is coming under attack, potentially from an underwater threat. Okay, with the sonar going, we have spotted what we believe is a Sargo submarine in that direction. We've got that destroyer heading off now to see if she can go hunting while the rest of them keep track of it and hopefully act as a point of contact and just keep targeting her to the location. Torpedoes in the water. They are heading right for the battleship group. Okay, we've got the light cruiser here. We're just getting her to steer between them. And the rest of the convoy, or the rest of the task group, should I say, is going into a scatter mode. Gonna be close with the heavy cruiser, but we dodge it. With that threat averted, of course we've broken lock with the enemy sub, so we're slowing this destroyer down so she can do her own sonar sweep. Hopefully we can pick it up once again. She's probably over here somewhere. So at the end of that, the Sargo sub was able to slip away. Despite two destroyers dropping their entire payloads of depth charges, we were unable to sink the underwater threat. So that goes on. We do have an anti-submarine patrol in the area, and this is what we need, these patrol boats. They are far better. The destroyers are absolutely useless when it comes to that. They're just slow and It's not so much the speed, it's the actual maneuverability is so poor. But anyway, that's a problem for another day. They are going to, let's send you around there to see if we can find them, that Sargo sub, and see if we can finish them off. That would be nice. Quick check, Batavia, 35,000 troops. Hopefully we'll soon capture that. Soya completely under our control now, which is fantastic. Level 3 airfield, and we hope that when the supplies come down, here they come. They got supplies on board. Yeah, we should get that up to a level 4 airfield, which is fantastic. We also need to get this one to a level 4 as well, which, quite frankly, I might just call it quits before then, because no one wants to sit here just waiting for supplies to recalculate every week. It's going to be a bit dull. And of course, we dropped 13 and a bit thousand troops on Kopang last time, and there's a big fight underway, and hopefully we'll capture that region shortly, and then we'll get a level 1 port and a level 2 airfield, which will be super useful in this area. At 6:01, our anti-submarine patrol number 2, which is south of Java, has detected something. See, the sunrise is just happening. They don't have surface radar, so it's just must have visually spotted something. Okay, we've got some star shells bursting above us. We'll return the favour. It looks like there's a light cruiser, a transport ship, and a couple of destroyers over there. Now, we are not in a position to really take them on. We are making smoke and we're getting out of here. So we've got 2 destroyers and 2 patrol boats, and basically that light cruiser will finish us off quite quickly. You can just about make out the cruiser there. There's another large ship there. Or is that could be the cruiser, that could be the troop ship. Either way, we are trying to get out of here, radio this back, and we'll call in an airstrike or something to take these on. These are probably trying to sneak from the southern part of the map up to interfere with Chilak Chap, most probably. Confirmation then, we were able to get our anti-submarine crew out. We only officially identified 1 target, which was a destroyer, but we know there was a light cruiser and a troop transport there as well. Right, here they are. We do have subs guarding the entrance, but let's see if we can get some torpedo bombers in that location as quick as we can. We got, oh, we don't have air base from there. Denpensar. Let's get some Bettys from there. Get them heading over there. Yeah, maybe I should recall the battleship group up here. Cool. Our cruisers are under here. They're sort of patrolling around there. We may need to send them up, but we'll see how these aircraft get on first of all. Wouldn't you know, now that the bombers are in the area, the ships cannot be found. We'll bring the anti-submarine patrol down and see if that tempts them back to attack. Ah, joy. Always, always, always. Right, let's put my course that way, just in case that's the way they're going. You can continue your patrol. Disappeared. Who'd have thunk, eh? At 6:28 in the morning, we've spotted them south of Denpensar. We've got the cruisers here, which we can move them to intercept, but we've also got some aircraft heading in that direction as well. Oh, and they spawn right on top of the group. Brilliant. Brilliant. Really helpful. So they'll probably get shot down before they can even... Yep, one gone. Okay, they've spotted... They're identified as a Brooklyn-class cruiser. That is what we're going to try and take out to soften them up for the second wave. And of course the cruisers, which are making their... Oof, goodness me. which are making their way to intercept this group. So yeah, we get rid of their cruiser, then our cruiser should have an easier time of it. How are we doing? This one, lead flight's in a bad way. Torpedo's gone. Lead flight did not make it. Others are breaking away. Turning hard, but I think we've got a torpedo hit. Yes, one good hit. Two good hits against the cruiser. The third is going to run as she evades. And it sounds like... oh, the other one is going to run on and may hit the destroyer. Yeah! 3 good torpedo strikes. I can hit... oh, hang on. Is our cruisers within range? Our cruisers are within range. Okay, so they are going to engage. We've certainly softened them up a little bit. Bit of damage to the cruiser and the destroyer. And hopefully our cruisers can charge in and do the business. Can't make them out really from this distance. You can see splashes though. We are turning slightly. We're going to bring all guns to bear. Shells right now in the Brooklyn seems to be getting underway now. Troop ship is arguably in the mix of it as well. It looks like the Brooklyn is running. She's swirling her guns. Oh, has attentions changed to the troop ship, or is it still on this cruiser? Hopefully it's still the cruiser. Okay, I've switched one of the heavy cruisers to start targeting the troop ship. You see the landing craft on the deck as well, look at that. Maybe you needed proof this was indeed an invasion force. So it looks like the 2 destroyers are running and the cruiser is right behind them. This troop ship's not going to get away, but the others might. Of course, we've got another flight of aircraft coming in, of course, which will try and finish off the cruiser if they get away, and the destroyers. But I think this troop ship is in... well, she's pretty much stricken at the moment. She's not going to get away from our force. Okay, the klaxon goes, confirming the troop ship has indeed gone. No invasions today. The destroyers and the cruiser could still have some troops on them, a couple of hundred each, but the bulk of them will not be landing. Alright, the Brooklyn is looking very hot indeed. Fires midship to bow, almost. And she's gunning it, which is just going to fan the flames in another strike on the rear quarter. Yeah, she's looking distinctly second hand now, isn't she? Shells raining in as the big visual blockade which they had from the smoke rising up from the troop ship is now cleared. They've now got a clear line of sight for the cruiser. Even though it's still long distance, they are raining their shots closer and closer. So I'm hopeful we'll get the cruiser as well. And the other 2 destroyers, you can see the one up front, she's gone and clear. The other one we had hit with the torpedo, and a couple of hits from the destroyer and the light cruiser who are now engaging at, but they may well get away. But if we get the troop ship and the cruiser, I will be happy. She definitely seems lower in the bow, doesn't she? You can see the red watermark visible on the stern of the ship, as the bow is slightly lower. Oh my goodness me, that shattered the eardrums. That was incredible. I don't know if that was an internal explosion or an absolute full broadside hitting home. Either way, she's slowing. She's gone. One last defiant rearward fire, but that's it. Brooklyn is no more. Okay, with the two destroyers making smoke and running as quick as they can, unfortunately we were unable to catch them. Damage to some of our ships. They received some fire from the Brooklyn. She was actually, and of course the destroyers as well. She was put up a good fight, but the Brooklyn sunk for 9,700 tons. The troop ship sunk for 13,500 tons. The E-class destroyer, moderate damage, moderate flooding, and the Admiral S-class was escaped without any damage at all. So that is the vast majority of the important ships sunk on that one, which is good. So these have got some damage. They probably need to go back. Then Pensar, yeah, need to go back here to get a reload. So we'll do that now. The other way. We'll get them coming up here. Can we go that way to the port? Yes, we can. There we go. We'll send them up there, get a reload. They've done well. And hopefully we've got the patrol aircraft from the cruisers themselves. I think these are the Bettys. Yeah, here they are. They're going to come down and hopefully... Oh, aircraft carrier. Divert. And we've got an anti-submarine patrol here. Get out of there. You're not going to be able to put up much of a force against that. Meanwhile, we've got a carrier group here. So let's get some aircraft from the Ryu. Let's send some dive bombers to go and see what's going on. Send some high explosives. Course right there. So 8:13 then. Our Vals are in the area. Where are they? There they are. Are they the two destroyers that we've just seen? Yeah, they are. There they are. Finally, they are ready to commence their attack, and the ships, of course, doing all sorts of evasive maneuvers in the meantime. Let's see how they get on. So they're still heading towards the base, so I'm guessing they've got troops, a couple of hundred on each, perhaps. So it'll be worth sinking them, although not critical. Good hits. First flight gets some good hits on the destroyer. Flight over there on the E-class. Oh, that's close. Second wave coming in, I think. More close calls. I think we got a minor hit. Yes, we did. The lead destroyer is also struggling. Is that the lot? That could be a lot. Oh, I think this one's in real trouble. She's going down quick. Well, apparently it survived. Critical damage, critical flooding. It just seems that things are dying real hard for the Allied forces today, which is a real pain for us. So that's where they were. Let's return to base. I might just bring the cruisers back there, just in case they want to have a bit of a fight. No joy with these We've got 1,000 range though, so I reckon they might be heading that way. So I'm going to patrol over there just to see if they're going to cause a bit of grief there. These guys are down to 43 nautical miles, so yeah, they're literally going to head home any second. Oh, there they are. Okay. We flew over that spot how many flipping times? I don't know, but there we go. We spotted them finally. Okay, we've got the Vals and the Bettys in this location. No sign of that ship or the ships. Yes, somebody spotted them. Oh, it's the Bettys. They've spotted them. Oh, it's a Rawapindi class which we've hit in the past. You can see it's damaged. It's lower at the bow. And it is indeed that escort carrier. This might be the end of the Allies' capital ships. We've sunk their last cruiser potentially. We may be able to sink their last aircraft carrier. Okay, here come the Bettys going for the aircraft carrier. So the Betty's going to target the aircraft carrier first and foremost. We've got one single Betty which might go for the Rawapindi. Then the Vals are going to come in they're a little way off. So they're going to take a while to get here. And they're going to come in, hopefully finish off the Rawapindi and the aircraft carrier, if not already sunk by this torpedo attack. You can see they're blatting their engines, a lot of disturbance of the propellers, and they are making evasive maneuvers as best they can, but that should be a couple of... Oh, she might go straight in. Oh, there we go. Kamikaze straight into the side of it. All torpedoes dropped. Second flight goes over. It's 1 torpedo strike. 2 torpedo strikes. 3 torpedo strikes. Bearing in mind this was pretty much the hull of a merchant. That torpedo, oh, it just missed. It's not a particularly strong hull. I like the detail of the aircraft marks. The 5 torpedoes have gone wide of the mark. I'm just wondering if that torpedo for the Rawapindi has gone wide of the mark. Yeah, it has. Look, you can see it going in front of it. So this is stopped, and I'm guessing she's in real trouble. So I'll probably switch most of the Vals to the Rawapindi to make sure we finish them. Okay, here comes the first of Vals. You can see the aircraft carrier burning below, and we are heading for the Rawapindi. Already damaged, as you can see. It looks like the fires are getting under control. One thing for sure, we need to finish that one off. So even if the Rawapindi escapes, we need to finish that one off for sure. But I need to get the Rawapindi as well, because obviously she's a heavily laden troop ship, which also acts as an auxiliary cruiser. So it's an incredibly powerful ship, this one. But here we go. Good hits. More flights coming in, perhaps? Okay, as the Rawapindi is burning over there, these ones are targeting the escort carrier to make sure that she's finished. Good hits. A further strike on the Rawapindi as well. And one of them's gone. So, confirmation, the aircraft or escort carrier has been sunk. I think the last large ship, either cruiser or carrier, that we have seen in this campaign. So I think we've accounted for them all. With her slipping away and 2 more auxiliary flights which were held in reserve coming in to hit the Rawapindi. Well, hopefully this will be the end of the resistance from the Allied forces. Okay, last reserve flight coming in to attack the Rawapindi. Here we go. Come on, boys, let's finish this off. Good hits. Is that going to be enough? That is the question. It is! She's gone! The carrier behind is sunk. Oh, and the Rawapindi. Internal explosions. She has gone again. What an attack from our two flights of Bettys and Vals. Really pleased with that. After the struggles we've had on the previous, really pleased with that. Confirmation then. 26 aircraft attacked. Well, not quite, because a couple of them were spotter planes. We lost 3 aircraft. 1 crashed into the aircraft carrier, and a couple crashed short or after the target. They dropped their bombs. Confirmation though, we'd sunk the escort carrier for 13,980 tons and the Rawapindi for 16,738 tons. Really pleased with that. Well done, boys. Right, you return to base. You return to the aircraft carrier, and here's the that's the recon one in the area. Brilliant. Right, you are heading back to base as well. Good stuff. And at 4:45 on the 24th of July, Kopang has fallen to our forces. Brilliant. Well, we can't launch any aircraft there apparently for 1.4 hours, which will probably put us past curfew, which is slightly annoying, but that is now ours. Brilliant. And that's a neutral base on the far side in Dili, so we can now start patrolling aircraft patrols all the way to Australia perhaps, which will really rankle the enemy. At 5:45 in the dying light, one of our patrolling Bettys has spotted a task group. Oh no, they still have some capital ships. 2 cruisers, 2 destroyers and a troop ship by the looks of that. It's 5:45 now. It may be too late to get aircraft up, tactically deploying late so they can travel to their location under the cover of darkness. Confirmation then, we were able to identify a Childs class destroyer, a Clemson class destroyer, a heavy cruiser Kent, a Northampton class heavy cruiser, and Kent class heavy cruiser, and a Cameron merchant ship. So yeah, we had seen a Northampton and a Kent before, but we've also sunk a Northampton and a Kent before, so obviously they had duplicates. Sister ships, so that's okay. We thought we may have got them all, but no, still some juicy targets there. Right, so this is the location. Oh, hang on a bit. Can we send aircraft up? No. Damn. Right, but we do have an aircraft carrier here, so you can launch some torpedoes. Hopefully they can get there in time. Dempensar, you don't have anything left. That's fair enough. Soyabasha, yeah, we can launch. Whether or not we get them down here on time is a different matter, but we will see what we can launch. Range is 266 nautical miles. We'll try the Kates because they've got better range. Ooh, the Vals might just make it. Can we launch from the other aircraft carrier as well? Yeah, we can. Let's launch Vals from there then. Ooh, that's right on the range. They may not make it. We will see. Okay, first torpedoes and bombers have made it there. They are not in the location, as we would probably predict, to be honest. So we'll send them directly west, see if they can spot it. Nothing there. Right, they've run out of fuel. They've had to return. Let's send you that way. You're coming down there. Let's send you there. You should cover some angles of the sea. No, I don't think we're going to spot them. Okay, 6 AM rolls by the next day. No sign of them. The spotter aircraft have gone out. Now, we should be able to send aircraft from Kopang. We've got Bettys and Nates. Okay, it's not brilliant, but that'll do, I suppose. Let's get a Betty out, and we'll drop the torpedo. Increase that range to 1,600 meters. Miles. And we'll get them on a nice... We can go all the way to Australia, look at that. I'm not going to go in towards the... where the fighters are going to come and finish them off, but we get a nice bit of early warning there. Look at that. Beautiful. You start patrolling there. We might send one up north as well. And then we get some good visuals of what's going on in this area. Despite our heavy traffic here, no sign of those cruisers. Anyway, on the 25th of July at 12:38, the oiler group has made it. So let's unload all cargo. Double check everyone has unloaded. Good. So now, Soibaja ready for a level 4 airfield. Nice. We need 400, but we just need some fuel. Another 100 fuel to get that, and another 3,100 supplies, and we've got a level 5 airfield there. What does this grant us? 12 Bettys, 12 Anns, and 12 Nates. Okay. That's something. Right, let's get the oilers. Let's get them heading back up there to go and pick up some more supplies once it ticks over. We've got the troop ships heading up here to Tarakan to collect this. I suppose we need to get those oilers up there to get the fuel as well. Yeah. Okay. Let's send them up here to get the fuel. It's 100 fuel, almost 90 fuel. Well, we weren't able to spot them before the hours of darkness. They could, of course, be heading to Kopak, which would be a bit of a bitter pill to swallow. We'll just have to wait until daylight to see if they do indeed attack this base. But only coming up to 6 AM? No, we managed to get away with it. And then the recon aircraft go up. Okay, well, we survived that one. Oh, I don't know what they're doing then. They were heading obviously back to Australia by the looks of things, but okay, if they're not going to bother us, that's fine. We've captured all the territory we need. We just need to build this up to a level 5 airfield, and this one up to a level 5 airfield, which we may or may not do because it feels kind of pointless at this stage, doesn't it? So yeah, we'll get that up to a level 5 airfield, and I think we'll then class this as complete. So I think we'll probably leave it there today. It's been a start really frustrating. We just didn't seem to be able to connect any attacks. Started off with the destroyers unable to sink a submarine. Just the submarine was able to outturn our destroyers until they used up all their depth charges. But then again, congratulations to that captain. He's obviously performing heroics in that sub, which is great to see, really. Looking at our losses, well, nothing today, thankfully. In total, we've lost 26 ships for 133,000 tons and 354 aircraft. The enemy, well, today they have lost the Duntroon troop ship, 13,500 tons. The Boys Brooklyn light cruiser for 9,700 tons. The Ranchi Rawalpindi merchant for 16,738 tons, and the Langley light cruiser 13,980 tons. Sorry, Langley light carrier, not cruiser. Sorry, that's scanning. So yeah, they've lost 164 ships in total for 936,900 tons and 664 aircraft. So they are really hurting. We thought that I'd cleared out their major force of ships, but no, we've seen definitely a Kent class and a Northampton class still ploughing along the sea. I'm just having a quick scan to see if we can indeed. It was like all these blooming subs that we sunk at one point. It was just sub after sub after sub, wasn't it? But I am sure we've engaged and sunk them before. I may have skipped. There you go. There's a Kent heavy cruiser, the Cornwall, HMS Cornwall. That was 24 days ago. And I wonder if... No, I can't see the Northampton class. So I'm sure we sunk a Northampton class somewhere along there as well. If I've missed it, then so be it. But yeah, we've definitely engaged them. Maybe it snuck away. But yeah, I thought we'd sunk one, but maybe it wasn't meant to be. Anyway, we get another chance to sink one. God, look at these ships, crikey! All starting off with the Repulse, the renowned battle cruiser. Wow, that seems a long time ago now, doesn't it? 25th of December 1941, crikey. We've made great progress, and hopefully we will get this finished off next time. Well, we haven't quite got the resources to do it, so maybe another tick over on the weekly resource management, get that ship down to Soyobaja, and I think they'll then call that a day once that's a level 5 airfield. Job done, happy days, we can move on. But until then, thanks so much for watching, take care, I'll see you next time, bye bye.